Hi, my name is Daniel from Vocal Booth to Go. Almost everyone has heard about digital nomadism, but if by any chance that doesn't happen, let's talk a little about it. A digital nomad is a person who works remotely through the internet and at the same time lives somewhere abroad. For example, the favorite destinations of digital nomads are Thailand or Bali. The advantages of living in the exotic landscapes are many. For example, always sunny weather, beaches, lower cost of living, you name it. I have to admit that prospect of such a living is really tempting, but you can't get carried away by emotions, and you have to admit that living of such a life really isn't for everyone. And if you want to go that way, you have to really think about everything through the detail. So I'm not going to tell you to immediately sell all your possessions, buy tickets to Bali, quit your job and become a digital nomad. That would be nonsense, and this video is about something different. So, what kind of job should digital nomad do? First and absolutely fundamental point is location independency. But what does it mean? For example, if you work in the factory and you have to be there every day to do your job because you have all your tools, machines, equipment, workplace there, and the idea of, for example, working as factory worker at the home office is completely wrong, that's location-bound job. You can't be digital nomad as worker at the factory. You probably get me. However, if you work, for example, as a programmer and everything you need for your job is computer and internet connection, you can work basically from everywhere. You can be on the Mount Everest or at the beach in Thailand, for example. That is location independent job. The second point is time independency. Again, for example, if you work at the shop on the cash register and the shop is opened from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., you have to be there exactly from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you will be there at 8 p.m. at cash register waiting for customers, nobody will happen, no customers will go there, so you probably understand. And why your job has to be time independent? It's because of the time zone. For example, if you work in the United States of America and you live in Thailand, the time zone is completely different. So your boss will be waiting for you on meeting at 8 a.m. in the morning in the USA, but you are in Thailand and there is 3 a.m. at night. So it could be really difficult to do that job from there. And what kind of jobs are they? The internet is full of such advice. I'll tell you just few examples. For example, social media manager, programmer, freelance writer. There are many more, but for purposes of this video, this could be enough. In these days, there is really huge interest in digital nomadism. There are countless sites dedicated just to this topic, as well as kind of work what such a digital nomad can do. But there is one job you will look in the vein, and that is VoiceOver. And why is that? Despite the fact that VoiceOver artists work from home through the internet and have the freedom of working when they want, almost no one would think about them in connection with digital nomadism. This is for the reason that we mostly think about VoiceOver as location-bound job, because to record a professional voiceover, you need to have a studio. Such a studio often takes entire room and is permanently built in. Or if you could disassemble it, it will disassemble to few gigantic pieces weighing hundreds of kilos. Or not? What if I tell you that I have such a studio on my back right now? You don't believe me? Look for yourself. This is VOMO, portable acoustic booth from Vocal Booth to Go. This acoustic booth weighs only 8 kilograms and when folded, it takes space just 60 to 15 centimeters. It only takes few minutes to set up such a studio. I can use any stand that you use for microphone or camera to hold the booth, but I use our FlexT stand, which is the most suitable for the cabin. Complete instructions and description can be found in the next video, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any news from the world of acoustic. Despite its compact dimensions and lightweight, it has excellent acoustic properties. Let's do a little test. I will read a short piece of a book outside the booth and inside the booth, so you can compare and see the difference by yourself. So now I will try to record outside the booth. The mare flattened her ears against her skull and snorted. Throwing up earth with her hoofs, she didn't want to go. Geralt didn't calm her with the sign. He jumped from the saddle and threw the reins over the horse's head. He no longer had his old sword in its lizard skin shelf on his back. Its place was filled with shining, beautiful weapon with cruciform and slender, well-weighted hilt, ending in a spherical pommel made of white metal. This time, the gate didn't open for him. It was already open, just as he had left it. Now, we will go inside the booth and we'll see the difference. So now I am inside the booth and I have to tell you I already hear the difference and it's something awesome, but it's hard to describe. You have to try it by yourself. So let's go to record our example. The mare flattened her ears against her skull and snorted. Throwing up earth with her hoofs, she didn't want to go. Geralt didn't calm her with the sign. He jumped from the saddle and threw the reins over the horse's head. He no longer had his old sword in its lizard skin shelf on his back. Its place was filled with the shining, beautiful weapon with cruciform and slender, well-weighted hilt, ending in a spherical pommel made of white metal. This time, the gate didn't open for him. It was already open, just as he had left it. As you may have heard, that difference is really noticeable, and you would surely agree with me when I say that VOMO is full-fledged studio. If assembly of VOMO was easy, the disassembly is really piece of cake. Due to the fact that walls of VOMO is made of a soft blanket, I advise you to pack in the VOMO other things needed to recording, just as microphone, recorder, etc. These things will be protected against shock. Although we mainly talk about digital nomadism in this video, the VOMO is also suitable for home use. For example, if you live in a small apartment or just you don't want permanently built studio at your home, VOMO is a great choice. After recording, you simply fold it up in few minutes, put VOMO in the closet, and no one would ever knew that you had studio there. If you are interested in VOMO or other voiceover accessories, check vocalbooth2go.eu. Thank you for your time for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like and see you next time. Bye.